Hello everyone and welcome to math class. Today we're going to be going over the math quiz you took yesterday. Okay, so the first page you needed to change the words from word form to standard form. Standard form is just the numbers that you standardly see, right? The digits. So 16,207. Be 16,000. You can see there's a comma in the word form, and you should also put that comma in standard form. You always put a comma in between the thousands and the hundreds place. 16,200. Now notice there's nothing in the tens digit, but you still need a zero, the placeholder, 207. Okay, so that everything will have the right place value. You still have to have a zero in the tens place, even though we don't have any tens. All right, the next one is 27,014. 27,000. Now there's nothing in the hundreds place, so we put a placeholder 0. 27,014. Okay, and then 513,900. So 513,000, comma, in between thousands and hundreds, 900. There are no tens or ones place values. So we leave those blank with 0. All right, the challenge problem was 4,324,612. So all you had to do was change the word form into number forms and keep the commas correct. So 4,324,000, 612. We have our ones place, tens place, tens place, hundreds place, thousands place, 10,000s place, 100,000 place, and then the 4 is in the millions place. All right, now we need to write from standard form into word form. Now remember, if there is a number that is bigger than 20 and smaller than 100, and it's 2 words, it needs to have a dash. So for example, 22, 20 and 2 are 2 separate words, so they need to be joined by a dash. But the word 20 is just 1 word, so it doesn't need a dash. So 70-2,000, comma, you see a comma in standard form, you put the comma in word form, you always have a comma in between thousands and hundreds. 72,150-7, 2 words, 50-7. It's bigger than 20 and smaller than 100, so you need a dash. All right, 12,000. Now 12 is 2 numbers, 1 and 2, but it's 1 word, so you don't need a dash. 12,000, comma, 390-2. And then the last one is just 242. No comma, but there is a dash in between 42. All right, now our expanded form. So we made it a little easier because we had a blank for each place value. So you knew how many you had to spread apart. The first number, 29,895, you have a digit in every single place value. So let's start with the biggest place value. The 2 is in the 10,000s place value, so it has a value of 20,000. The 9 is in the thousands place, so its value is 9,000. The 8 is in the hundreds digit, so it has a value of 800. The 9 is in the tens digit, so it has a value of 90. And the 5 is in the ones digit, having a value of 5. Now let's move on to 40,820. 40,000, well, 4 is in the 10,000s place, giving it a value of 40,000. There is nothing in the thousands place value, so if there's nothing in a place value for expanded form, you would just add 0, and you can leave that blank. So we move on to the hundreds place value. There is an 8 in the hundreds place value, so it gives it a value of 800. And there is a 2 in the tens digit, so it has a value of 20. So if you add these all together, it will give you the number 40,820. Now 1,020, there is a 1 in the thousands place, so it has a value of 1,000. There's nothing in the hundreds place, so we don't need to write it. There's a 2 in the tens place, has a value of 20, and there's nothing in the ones place, so you don't need to write anything. The 1,000 plus 20 gives you 1,020, an expanded form. All right, now place value. In the number 53,967, the digit 3 is in the thousands place. The digit 6, let's see, is in the tens.
The number 53,009.
Sorry. The digit 6 is in the tens place. The digit 5 is in the 10,000s place. And the digit 9 is in the hundred place. So you go ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000. All right, comparing numbers. Now I put this image up because I want you to remember that where the alligator mouth is open to, it wants to eat the bigger number. So 79,363 is greater than or less than 82,147. Now we look at the greatest place value when you're comparing numbers, and you see the greatest place value is the 10,000s, and there is a 7 in the 10,000s place and an 8 in the 10,000s place. Therefore, the number that has the 8, since 8 is bigger, is the larger number. So 79,363 is less than 82,147. We come to the next numbers, 6,427 and 17,300. Now you might look at this and think, oh, 6 is bigger than 1. But that 6 is in the thousands place, whereas the 1 is in the 10,000th place. The number 6,427 doesn't even have a digit in the 10,000th place. Therefore, 17,300 is the bigger number. So 17,300 is greater than 6,427. Next number, 223, is greater than 123. Okay, there's a 2 in the hundreds place versus a 1 in the hundreds place, so the one with the 2 is larger. All right, order these numbers from least to greatest. So if you notice in these 3 numbers right here, they all have a number 6 in the greatest place value, the 10,000s place value. They also all have a digit 1 in the thousands place. So the 10,000s place and the thousands place tells us nothing as to which number is bigger. We have to move into the hundreds place value to figure out which number is bigger or smaller. So in the first number, you see there is a 2 in the hundreds place. The next number, there's a 3 in the hundreds place. And the last number, there's a 0 in the hundreds place. Well, obviously 0 is the smallest number. So 61,011 would be the smallest number, followed by the number with the 2 in the hundreds place value, so 61,291. And then lastly, the number with the 3 in the hundreds place is the largest number, 61,327 is the largest, is the greatest. Let's look at the next set of numbers. Now they all have 7 in the 10,000s place, so we have to look at the thousands place value to see which one's greater or smaller. And right off the bat, you should see that this one has a 6, whereas the other one have 8 in the 1,000s place value, so the 6 is smaller. That will be your smallest number. Now for these 2 numbers, they both have the same exact digits in the 10,000s and thousands place. So we have to look at the hundreds place value. Now this number has a 6 in the hundreds place value, whereas the last number has a 1. 1 is smaller than 6, so the number 78,100 is smaller than 78,641. All right, so we needed to fill in the blanks. Remember, for these sentences, you want to make them into equations. So 3,000 less than 97,011 is what? So remember, is can be an equal sign. So let's see, what is 3,000 less than 97,000? You have 97,000. It's a little difficult to write with this. Minus, less than, take away 3,000, and is, what would that equal? Well, what's 3,000 less than 97,011? You just take away 3 from the thousands place value. So what is 7 minus 3? 4. The rest of the number stays the same. So 3,000 less than 97,011 is 94,011. Okay? Now, 49,500 is 4,000 more than what? So 49,000 equals 4,000 more than plus what number? So we can write that into the equation over here. 49, 5, oof. $500 equals 4,000 plus what? Okay, so that means that this number is 4,000 bigger than the question mark over here. So you could take away 4,000 from 49,500, and that will give us your answer. So 49,500 is 4,000 more than what number? Take away 4 from the thousands place because it's 4,000. 9 minus 4 is 5. So it would be 45,500. Okay. Now the next one, 2,000 more than 62,000 is, so 2,000 more than this number equals what? This one's probably the most straightforward and easy to put into an equation. 2,000 more than plus 62,000 equals what? Well, because you have a 2 in the 10,000s place, you add the 2 to the 6, which is in the 10,000s place. So 22 plus 6 is 8. So you have 82,000. Ta-da! Now finish the pattern. Something you can do to figure out the patterns is to subtract the numbers. So see what the difference is. What is the difference between the 1 and the 12? It's 11. Okay, what's the difference between the 12 and the 23? Also 11. What's the difference between 23 and 34? Also 11. And is it going up or down? It's going up. So your rule would be plus 11. Okay, now that we know the rule, we can complete the pattern. What is 34 plus 11? Well, 1 plus 4, 1 plus 3, it is 45. Now what's 45 plus 11? 5 plus 1 is 6. 4 plus 1 is 5. 56. Okay, for the next one, you see 4,400, 4,500, 4,600. Now, the thousands place value isn't changing. The only place value that's changing is the hundreds place. And how much is the hundreds place changing by? It goes from 400 to 500 to 600. It is increasing by 1, and when it's increasing by 1 in the hundreds place, it's increasing by 100. So plus 100 would be our rule. So now let's add 100 to 4,600. What's 1 plus 6? 7. So it'll be 4,700 and 4,800. And that's it. That's our test. Our quiz.